Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El. Today I have some great news for you. As I said in my other video before, I had to make it in a 2 video. I just wanted to investigate it more based on, because I hate using rumors in videos. You know, I hate that more than anything. So I needed to hear from my bro from another mother exactly what, so he could tell me exactly what's what. And he told me some really awesome things from Nintendo. So I'm really looking forward. I definitely want to share this with you. And I hope this thing will come out. And I really dig that. It's one of, not really one of my favorite games right now. But I hope they could fix the, the formula for it. Anyways, let me go right into it. First, let me just say, for any of you guys that join me on Instagram. The reason I made an Instagram is per your request. A lot of you guys contacted me through private message, and unfortunately I didn't get alerted, as I told you guys. So you guys, I told you it alerts me on some, because obviously based on all the comments that you guys leave, I always answer. And for some reason, I don't get alerts from that. Could be a glitch by YouTube. Could be the app problem. I don't know. Maybe my phone. So you guys made a request that I build an Instagram. So I did. So it's in the description. It's going to be called Vortex_Cinema. Definitely join that, as I'm going to do a bunch. You guys can ask me anything. I'll answer you. Any requests you have, I'll answer you. And also with the helmets and prizes and all kinds of stuff that I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to make the announcement over there first on what is going to come out in the next episode. I'm going to make the announcement of all the new stuff that I'm giving out as prizes. Okay, so the first one we went over, so keep those requests coming for these mini-series. As always, I tell you, I wish I could do them all, but due to me being self-funded, it's a little bit hard, so I'm going to keep them on the list, okay? And then based on as many requests as I get for them, I'm going to eventually get to it and make it into a mini-series. So the first one you guys requested, I finished, completed, which is how to build a gaming computer on the cheap / post-production for Filmworks / productivity computer on the cheap. And I have done that. I showed you guys how to build a computer from $1,500 to $3,000 to build it really, really cheap. I show you guys how to do that. Then the next one right now, we're about to go into the because I do it every Saturday night and Sunday night. So on Saturday night or Sunday night, I'm releasing the final episode of how to build a cosplay helmet, which is the Star Killer helmet on the cheap with weathered paint and electronics and all, which is going to be part of the special episode, which is going to be the last one. So definitely tune in. And after that, I'm going to be doing the giveaway of Super Mario that holds a Nintendo Switch and charges, so you could charge the Nintendo Switch and have a Mario looking right at you. So it's going to be really cool, hand painted by yours truly. It's going to be really nice. Then afterwards, we're gonna wait about a month, and then I'm going to do the how to build a gaming / post-production / productivity desk on the cheap as per your request. It's going to be anywhere from $900 to $1,500. I'm going to show you guys how to build it for a little over $300 to a little over $400 if you want to get exactly what I have. And I'm going to be doing 2 giveaway for the prizes, and be sure to see those on my Instagram. It's going to be the Scorpion mask and the Noob Saibot mask, so there'll be 2 winners. The first winner gets to choose which one. Now, how do you win this? Very simple. In the end of that mini-series, the last episode, okay, definitely comment down below, subscribe, hit the like button. I want to know what you think. I don't care if you hate it. Let me know you hate it. As soon as you put that into the description, into the comment section, I'm going to put it in a randomizer, and from there, I'm going to be picking out the winner. So if you like it, you hate it, I want to know. Also, keep those requests coming, as many more, mini-series to come. I'm going to make the announcement shortly after that of the other 3 miniseries that I'll be working on, okay? So let's go right into it. So, Tekken 7. Okay, this is a thing, a big rumor. Everyone knows. Oh my God, the developer said, make some noise. Bandai Namco. Okay, first off, let me just tell you this. Bandai Namco is from Japan. They know Japan. The #1 selling system right now is the Nintendo Switch. There's no doubt in my mind. Like the Vita was, until now, Vita is actually selling over there. The PlayStation Vita. Portable gaming is really big in Japan, as it is in cities like New York City. We love our portable games. I love playing on the train and all of that stuff. So Japan knows, so Bandai Namco pretty much already knows that this is what everybody is asking for. That the Nintendo Switch is the #1 system seller over there for portability and stuff. They're gonna want Tekken 7. Now, why they're saying make some noise? It's the stupidest thing, because you know Tekken 7, I can guarantee you that Tekken, and I was speaking with my friend and he was agreeing with me too, Tekken 7 most likely is coming out. Now me, I did a review on Tekken 7. Some of the people liked it, some of the people didn't like what I have to say. Again, it depends on the age range here. I'm 39 years old. I grew up with Tekken 1 in the arcades. Okay, I didn't personally like Tekken 7 at all. I thought it was a real crappy way to end the series. It felt more like a Street Fighter 3D game than it felt like a Tekken game. I didn't like at all that much Tekken 7. Now, sure, it was nostalgic. I got to pick my characters and everything, and I loved it. But when it first came out with the roster, you know, all of the people that were supposed to be there were not. They cut the roster down. The game operated pretty crappy. I didn't like it. I thought it was a very half-assed game. I mean, you go through and they had the same, you know, strategy as Street Fighter was, where you're not playing all of the characters like old version of Street Fighter, where you're going through every character till you reach the last guy and you get an ending. Or like Tekken did exactly the same thing until you get an ending. No, you had like little stories with chapters, 3 fights or 2 fights, 3 fights or whatever. It's like a stupid Dead or Alive, the new one. It was the same stupid recipe, and it was just so stupid. They should have let you have a option to play it like arcade mode. Every single one, which they do, but it's not in you don't see an ending, and then see an ending in the end, and make it worth it to unlock people and all that stuff when you're, you know, like Tekken 3 had. And I was really let down with Tekken 7. I think it's one of the crappiest Tekkens that I've played, and I wish they corrected before releasing it to the Switch. Now, yes, it's a great game to play on one-on-one online. That would be great. I think that's what they're probably gearing it to. But again, to be loyal to the old Tekken fans, and I know some of the new Tekken fans, you guys might like it because you're used to that Street Fighter recipe of the new Street Fighter games. But, you know, for us old-timers, we like that, you know, arcade mode where you're playing through everything and then you get the ending, and makes the replay value that much more good. Instead of playing through every single character, playing 3 matches, and then boom, you get an ending for every 3 matches. It's just so stupid. It's so easy to do. It's just not challenging. And once you complete it, you don't even want to play it anymore. It's so stupid. Unless you're playing against a friend or whatever. But you don't want to play the computer or play by yourself when you're on your own and stuff like that. And it really, I don't know, man. I really think it just sucks that they did it that way. And I really hope that they correct it, because a lot of people did bitch about it. Okay, we did speak out. We were very vocal, and maybe they'll change some things, I hope and pray to God. But I can guarantee you almost 100% Tekken 7 is not a rumor. It will come out. I'm saying it. I've been right about my predictions, and I believe in this, because it just doesn't make any sense that the developer goes, make some noise. It's so stupid, because, you know, this game will come out. Fighting games, really, just like I said before, was made for the Vita. I believe it's made for the Nintendo Switch. And I really think, just like when Mortal Kombat came out for the Vita, Mortal Kombat 9, I think it was, or 8 or something like that. I think 8 or 9 or whatever. It was operating extremely well. I think it was 9, yeah, with Freddy Krueger. So it was an incredible game on the Vita. I do believe they could do the same on the Switch, and I would love, and I know they're coming out with the new Mortal Kombat game on it too. So I'm sure they're going to have this. Tekken 7, as always, they were competing for the best fighter against Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, so I'm sure this Tekken 7 will come out for the Nintendo Switch, if not a new one even, later down the line. But Tekken 7 is definitely coming 100%. Now, you know, after the holidays, you guys know what's happening to the to the PlayStation Classic. Obviously, the PlayStation Classic is a stinkeroo. Lack of titles. A lot of people reported freezing. A lot of people reported lack of titles. They said it wasn't good. So they didn't do that well in sales, actually. A lot of people gave it such horrible ratings that I've actually seen it on store shelves of mom and pop shops for like $35–40 to $50, which is ridiculous. Okay, even I know some stores sell it at $60. So they're really dropping down the PlayStation Classic. And you know, I gotta say this, Sony is really doing some stupid things. They always have done some stupid things. Now with the release of PlayStation 4, I really like my PlayStation 4. I love it. But what they did with the Vita, how they abandoned a hardware that was capable of so much that they could have actually done really well and been a contender against the 3DS. Instead, they marketed it really poorly. They tried to, come out with a different version to compete with the 3DS, and they screwed it all together up. They came out with a nice touch thing gimmick, which was gimmicky. And all these, and the original PlayStation Vita, you'll see I have a lot of, in my review, for my old videos, you could look, they had things for add-ons. They had like these visions, but they didn't do anything with it. And always that's what PlayStation does, always what Sony does. They take what everybody does. Microsoft takes it and perfects it, where Sony kind of copies things and then half-assed it. If you guys remember with the PlayStation 3, when they tried to copy the Nintendo Wii, they went and made these stupid wands, these magic wands that you can do the same thing with motions. It was so freaking stupid. And I had it. I bought it because I had the Wii, and I kind of wanted to see what the hell this was about. It was the most stupidest thing on the face of this earth, and that's exactly what happened. It kind of reminds me of like these cheap Chinese knockoffs, not the good Chinese stuff, but the actual cheap Chinese knockoffs. Like they're just saying, you know what? They did this. Nintendo did the Nintendo Classic. Genesis did the Classic. Atari did the Classic. They're all following Nintendo, as usual. Just like Microsoft copied them, but they perfected it. So they go, you know what, we're going to take this, but, we're not going to put all our effort in it. We're not going to put all our money in it. We're going to give it the absolute bare frickin' minimum. And what we're going to do is we're going to just get some cheap freaking parts and put it together because we want to make it as cheap as possible to see if it's worth it, because we want to take it easy. So we're just going to do the absolute worst version, the crappiest version of, copying whatever, and we're going to do that. So they come out with the PlayStation Classic, which was such a stinkeroo. People said when they pushed it, it froze. It had issues. One guy said it just kept flashing. I don't know, all kinds of horrible things that they didn't even perfect. It was like the biggest crap fest on the face of this earth, and I don't even know why anybody would even buy that. Now, I know I'm nostalgic. I had a PlayStation 1, and I loved it. I loved my PlayStation 1, and I still have it. To play these games on an emulator on your computer, or on even, the Wii, or on anything that is hacked or whatever, even hell, you could play PlayStation 1 games now on an emulator on your phone. You're going to have better resolution because you could actually up the res. Where this thing looked very dumbed down, the games looked extremely dated. Just not really worth the effort. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and remaster. No. What they should have done is take, if you guys remember Bleem, when Bleem was a PlayStation emulator, Sega took them on, and Bleem Cast. And the Dreamcast was able to run PlayStation games at better resolution. They should have came out with a PlayStation Classic that had a way to up-res to, let's say, an HD screen to better the resolution a little bit. I'm not talking about remastering games, but to play it out like an emulator does. And that's what they did. They put a stupid emulator on it, and the emulator was extremely dumb because it's like playing a crappy version of everything. When I saw it and I actually got my hands on it, I was playing the games, and I'm like, what is this? It's like playing the old PlayStation games. It's like when you're looking at, these 90s shows or 80s shows and you love them. Like, let's say Saved by the Bell. If you remember, I grew up on that. I used to love that show. Now I'm looking back and saying, who the hell wrote this script? It's like the stupidest, corniest crap I've ever seen, But I still watch it for nostalgic reasons. Exactly with that, that's exactly what's happening. It's like I'm playing these games. I loved them back then, but now I'm playing it after playing all these high graphics games, and they look extremely dated, that they're not even up-resing this damn thing, that they could do easily with a emulator. They're not investing their time and effort, and you could literally see their lack of effort in their production of these copycat crap, like the stupid wands, and of course this, the PlayStation Classic. So I think, hopefully by next year they might release another one and probably correct it. I highly doubt it. They pretty much, Sony is really like hands-on-ish and then hands-off-ish. Like, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like they did with the Vita. It had so much potential. Oh, everybody, on the phones can play their games. They have phone games. We don't need to make games for them. That's how stupid they are. And that's why the 3DS crushed them and said, excuse me, let me show you how portability is done, buddy. And boom, the 3DS blew it out of the water. And that's exactly what happened. It didn't do well because they didn't put their time and effort into the damn system. They just wanted a copy. they didn't want to come out with another PSP second. I believe they did it because they saw the 3DS and they saw all of the good stuff. They wanted to compete and went straight into the war. But again, half-assed. They copy and they do it half-assed. When they didn't want to copy and just wanted to come out with this this beautiful handheld system, the PSP was freaking amazing. And the PS Vita, the PlayStation Vita, was amazing too, except it, you know, it just lacked all the titles. It lacked every effort, and you could literally see the lack of effort behind everything that Sony does. This is why it's like, if it's not a console system, don't even bother buying. Like, get the PlayStation 4 and nothing else. And to be honest, I kind of had an embargo against Sony because I hated what they did when I bought the Vita, and they pretty much abandoned it. But I got the as a gift the PlayStation 4, and it had redeemable qualities. Obviously, it's a great system and it plays really well, just like the Xbox One. I really love that as well. And you know, I just think they're better suited in terms of, you know, stuff as just stop copying anybody and just focus on your damn console and be done with it. And, you know, we'll have our emulators and we'll play it on our phones. Okay. We'll play it on anything. Well, we can play it on our computers. It doesn't matter. You don't even need, for the PlayStation 1, you don't even need a high graphic computer. I remember I built one before. Very, very cheap computer. My friend wanted to play his PlayStation games because his PlayStation didn't work anymore, but he had his CDs. So I put the emulator on his thing. I built him a very cheap computer. It was like $200. And you know, after it was running on a, I think it was a Cyrex chip. No, not a Cyrex. A Celeron or something processor. Really cheap, shitty chip, and it was running the PlayStation 1 just fine. So that's what I'm talking about. They don't really focus on anything. So when you see Sony copying something, just don't even bother in buying any of their crap till you see how the heck it works out first. Thank God nobody bought, a lot of people didn't buy the PlayStation Classic. I'm really happy they didn't. So now they're lowering the prices. I still don't know if I would pay even $40-30 for it. Maybe 20 I would. I don't think I'd pay $30 because I could get a beautiful game. I could get Onimusha on my Nintendo Switch for $20. To me, that means more than all of that PlayStation Classic. Again, and I love the PlayStation original, but again, I have it, and you know, to be they have to give me an incentive to want to play it, to want to buy it, to, you know, to make it worth it, not just see the lack of effort behind it where the game always freezes or it flashes or whatever people are complaining about these days. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Am I just speaking out of my butt here, or, you know, do you guys like, did any of you guys buy the PlayStation Classic? If you did you have problems? Is it what you hoped it would be? Are you looking for Sony to build another one? I pretty much don't think that's going to happen, but are you looking for them to build another one in the next one? I believe they, you know, the PlayStation had a lot of titles. They should have probably concentrated on a PlayStation 2 Classic or something like that. I don't know. It's backwards compatible. Make them play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games and slam it together. See, that's what you do. You look at the competition, you say, I'm going to come out with part 1 and part 2, smash it together in one and beat the competition. They don't do that. They copy it and they just make it a worse product. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm definitely curious. As always, this is the People's Channel. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button to show some support. And obviously many more videos coming up next, including miniseries and other stuff. And don't forget to stay tuned for the Super Mario U Deluxe in-depth review and Onimusha. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.